Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Detroit Lions Syndicate. Defensive end Michael Brockers appeared on the Jim Rome show yesterday, and he had nice things to say about Coach Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions as a whole. He talked about our city, he talked about our coach, and he talked about our team. Jim asked him how he felt about the Rams and the success that they've had, and the fact that they're playing in the biggest stage in the world when it comes to the NFL, probably of any sport, the Super Bowl. Michael Brockers was traded to the Detroit Lions this offseason. It happened after the Matthew Stafford trade. And while he was still part of the team but before Matthew became officially an LA Ram, Michael Brockers had said some things about Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff. And then, wouldn't you know it, he came and was traded to the Detroit Lions. I want to say for like a 7th round pick, somewhere around there. Brockers has been decent this year. He had a couple tackles for a loss and 1 sack, and he was spelled in and out a lot of times. Now, Brockers is on a 3-year deal with the Detroit Lions. I strongly believe he'll be here this year at least, and I think the Detroit Lions have a potential out after this coming season in 2022. We've been talking about the Detroit Lions' potential for a turnaround, a big turnaround in 2022, having won 3 games in 2021, but really should have been around 7. The 3 walk-off field goals that we lost by, and also the tie against the Pittsburgh Steelers that had we had a competent kicker, we would have won that game as well. That puts us at about 7 wins or so. Jim asked him like, hey, how far do you think the Detroit Lions are? Do you think the Detroit Lions could make a push for the playoffs in 2022? And his answer was yes. When talking about some of the things that held the Detroit Lions back in the 2021 season, Brockers had this to say. When you go through a lot of these losses that we had, a lot of close losses, people don't realize our record doesn't reflect how close we were in a lot of those games. We had a lot of young players, and we got hit with the injury bug. We were playing with a lot of backups and second-team guys. A lot of guys with not a lot of NFL experience. Brockers also spoke very highly of Dan Campbell and the coaching staff, saying that they had those guys, those young, inexperienced guys, prepared for a lot of those games. And without their coaching ability, he don't see the Detroit Lions being in as many games as they were in. That goes to show you the credit that our coaching staff deserves. We've had Aaron Glenn interviewed for 2 head coaching positions. He didn't get him this year. Then we've got Aubrey Pleasant, the defensive back coach, up for a job as the defensive coordinator for the Minnesota Vikings. And that's something that you don't really see. When was the last time that you saw a Detroit Lion get offered a head coaching job somewhere else? Doesn't happen that often. As a matter of fact, no former head coach of the Detroit Lions, I know we're not talking about a head coach at this point, but no former Detroit Lions head coach has ever become a head coach on the professional level in the National Football League. Interim coaches do not count. So if you were an assistant coach or a coordinator and your coach got fired and then you were elevated to that coaching position, that head coaching job, that doesn't count. When Brockers was traded from the LA Rams, I didn't really know much about him. And I know he was solid. Like I said, he had a couple tackles for a loss, 1 sack. I think I would like to see him do more. But I think the biggest thing about MB is he can bring leadership. Being 31 years old, he's been in the league for a little while. He can bring leadership to that young defensive line. And we're probably going to draft a defensive end in this coming NFL draft. So with the second-year players we have on that defensive line and the newcomers as well, he will be an asset for the Detroit Lions. When Jim Rome asked him what he could do, how he could show his leadership with the team, here's what he had to say. Demanding more of my group. Coming into this season, knowing more of the guys, I want to be more vocal. Just expressing to them that I think we should be more accountable at all levels and understanding that this is a team that's ran in the trenches with the big boys. We have a great O-line. We have a good D-line. We just have to stay after it and stay healthy and keep going. Notice Brocker said that he thinks we have a good defensive line, but that the offensive line was great. I think that is expected to change when the Detroit Lions take a defensive end that will be a playmaker. We just don't know who that person will be just yet. So leave it in the comments below. Did you see Michael Brockers on the Jim Rome show? And if so, what were your thoughts? My name is Derek. This is Detroit Lions Syndicate. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And all I got to say is, oh my God, 85% of you are not subscribed who see the channel, who watch the content. So let's make that 84% subscribe to the channel. Trying to get to 1,000 before the Super Bowl, and you can make that happen. We've got a couple more days to do that. Let's see if we can make that happen. But thank you guys for helping us get to 800 subscribers. We hit that milestone yesterday. Look for more Syndicate channels of your favorite team to be out here if it's not the Detroit Lions. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself. And as always, go Lions.